My uncle used cash like a remote control. One little envelope and my whole family would smile, flatter, and obey. I was the only one who stopped reacting, so he decided I was the only one who should get everything. Uncle Victor owned luxury car dealerships and loved reminding us. After every holiday meal, he'd pull out a stack of white envelopes and make us line up. Each had cash, but never the same. 50 for one cousin, 500 for another, 20 for my brother. Then he'd lean back and watch us open them. Money finds the people who deserve it, he'd say, half smiling, while my cousin Jenna gushed over her $100 and my aunt pretended her $40 didn't sting. My family treated him like a weather app. Group chats were full of, he complimented my dress, good sign, or he's grumpy, don't bring up politics. One aunt quietly changed parties after hearing his rant. A cousin memorized his favorite news channel just to echo it at dinner. Until I was 19, I played along. I was broke. Those envelopes mattered, but they always felt like leashes. One Christmas, he held mine out and waited for the usual performance. No thanks, I said, pushing it back. The room went silent. My mother hissed, Nora, don't be rude, but Victor just watched me like a new species. I'm working 2 jobs, I told him. Taking this feels like I'm getting paid to behave. I'd rather earn my own. He kept the envelope hovering a beat, testing me, then slid it into his pocket. No one had ever refused. Later, Jenna cornered me. You're crazy. You can't afford bride. I can't afford strings, I answered. While my cousin spent weekends waxing his cars and laughing too hard at his jokes for $200 bonuses, I was bussing tables and taking online classes in bookkeeping. While they argued over who got to drive him to appointments, I was filling out scholarship forms and grabbing little grants. Mom kept telling me, just take the money and be smart. But watching my family orbit him, shaping their opinions and even clothes around what he liked, made my skin crawl. Victor started noticing. How's school? He'd ask me at gatherings. Good, paid this term myself, I'd answer. He'd nod slowly, still studying me. I stopped stepping forward when the envelopes came out. He stopped offering. Everyone else's praise blended together. My refusal stayed sharp. At his 70th birthday, after speeches about what a genius he was, he waved me into his office. The room screamed status. Big desk, leather chairs, framed photos. You know, I respect hard work, he said. I'm sure, I replied. You're the only one here who's never asked me for anything, he added. That's because I don't want anything from you, I said. He stared at me, then actually laughed. You might be the only honest person in this family, he said. 2 years later, he had a stroke. The hospital filled with relatives competing to look devoted. Jenna made a schedule of visits. My cousin Eric read him stock news even though Victor couldn't respond. An aunt took bedside photos and posted them with dramatic captions. I went once because Mom begged. Victor couldn't talk, but when I told him I hoped he wasn't in pain, he squeezed my hand and held on. He died 3 days later. The will reading felt like the finale of his envelope game. Some cousins wore extra black, as if grief points might count. I sat near the back, expecting maybe a token sum. The lawyer cleared his throat. Mr. Victor Lang leaves his entire estate, valued at $6.3 million, to his niece, Nora Bennett. The room detonated. Jenna jumped up. We took care of him. She barely visited. My aunt pointed at me. You manipulated him. The lawyer raised a hand. Mr. Lang left a letter. He read, Nora is the only person in this family who never treated me like an ATM. She worked for everything she has and refused to trade her dignity for my money. That is who should manage what I leave. Most of you spent years performing for thicker envelopes. Consider this my final test. A few tried to contest. They lost. Victor had updated his will repeatedly with different lawyers, documenting exactly why he chose me. I used part of the money to finish my degree debt-free, bought a modest house, and started a small scholarship for students who work while studying. My cousins still insist I stole their inheritance. What they never understood is you can't steal something you were never owed, and you can't buy someone who already knows their worth. If you choose self-respect over somebody else's money, comment one word: respect.